Hardy's got to be real careful that counter right hand.
Yep.
When he throws that low kick, he left himself. Oh, nice low kick by Castro.
And not now, right? And not now. Hardy needs to worry if he starts to get a little fatigued and starts to make little small mistakes. The Castro, with the experience and throwing in the way that he throws, can be very dangerous.
Oh, that left hook.
Hardy's such a great athlete, right, that he can evade a lot of those strikes. You know, he just moves and slides a little bit out of position.
Oh, he got stung with that left hook on the temple.
We talk about Hardy's ability to cover distance and get inside. The Castro moves quick on those feet.
The Castro is a great athlete. You can't judge guys by the way that they play. He's a fantastic athlete. He's very fast, has a lot of power, and he's ready to fight.
He's got enormous legs. Look at the size of his thighs.
Yeah.
And those leg kicks.
Big old thick boy.
Yeah. Hardy's got to be. Sorry, go ahead.
Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
Hardy's got to be careful in between the exchanges because he has these little openings that he leaves that he probably isn't even aware of. That Jorgen De Castro is going to capitalize on.
But how does Jorgen carry that energy late into the fight when he's throwing everything with 100% power every time?
Beautiful low kick by De Castro.
Hardy goes high. De Castro defensively sound.
Greg is so much bigger. Look at the size difference.
De Castro's making Hardy pay every time he comes in range.
It's interesting, when Greg Hardy played in the NFL, some seasons he would be 265, others 315 because he was never the money guy on the D-line.
Beautiful low kick by Hardy right there. A lot of power to that, but you got to be real careful those hands coming at him afterwards.
Hardy hasn't checked the kick yet. If I was De Castro, I'd still be chopping at that outside leg.
It's crazy how well you hear the breathing.
And with the heavyweight fights, we're going to hear the breathing a lot heavier than we did earlier tonight. The big boys take more oxygen.
Spread more COVID.
Yes. He got him. He rocked him a little bit on that one.
Look at that. See that? Hardy has not. Yep. Look at the redness behind the leg, and Hardy has not checked one kick yet. You're De Castro. You keep chopping wood.
And the technique that De Castro is throwing that with is just picture perfect.
There's another one for good measure. De Castro does have light heavyweight experience. I think a lot of people look at his frame and think if he could get down to 205, he'd be a huge problem.
And he's running from him.
It's so hard, though. I'm telling you, man, it is so hard. Right now, me and Jorgen look pretty much the same. Getting to 205 is so tough.
Oh, this is at
I
205.
feel the big man's plight. He's there for heavyweight. It's fun up there.
Another one.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Oh, now Hardy
Come
De
on.
Castro.
Hardy stung him.
Oh,
nice
nice
one
shit.
kick.
Oh,
Hardy.
shit.
Nice move.
Yeah, he's getting in there.
Hardy is making adjustments. The thing about Hardy, you can't ever discount a guy who's that level of an athlete.
The back of his leg is beat up bad, man.
That
Look
left
at this.
leg is
Yeah,
nasty.
his left leg is beat up.
And it's stiff too. See how he keeps locking it out? That's indicative of a leg that's not working that well.
How's he going to deal with that, though, if Jorgen continues to
I wonder
beat
if
on
the
that front
fighters
leg?
can hear the commentators. I'm sure they can.
Jorgen's looking for that big right.
Well, since there's nobody there, yeah, but
You know what I
bet
mean?
a little bit.
Shut up, Joe Rogan.
And that allows him to carry that cardio a little bit later in the fight, right? When you're tense and you're throwing everything hard and you're inexperienced a little bit, that can really cost you as the fight goes on. And Hardy has done well to this point. But you can see the difference in their posture.
That left leg seems so vulnerable. The left leg of Hardy. Even when he's throwing those punches, DC, look how he rocks that knee out. I think that left leg's in big trouble.
Well, the Castro's not kicking anymore, though. For the last 2 minutes, he hasn't thrown one.
Hell,
Great first round.
Cheers.
Tonight's corner again is brought to you by Body Armor Sports Drink. Superior hydration with no artificial flavors or dyes. Body Armor, the official sports drink.
Cheers.
UFC, grab one today at 7-Eleven.
Water. Looking nice. Won that round. Good job. Big air. 2-1-1. Show him that you're light on the front foot. All that's landing is the low kick that he's doing, okay? And he's landing big overhands. So if you stay light and you
Yeah, no problem. I got
Let's
you.
see the power behind this
I gotta
leg
clean
kick.
all this shit up anyways.
On all 250 pounds, Jorgen De Castro with perfect technique slams that shin into Greg Hardy's thigh over and over again. Boom,
yeah,
right
if it'll
behind the
fit,
knee. Nasty.
And look at how Hardy defends, right? He doesn't turn into, he doesn't try to check it. He just kind of reaches and tries to evade. So the more you throw those kicks, doesn't seem like Greg understands how to defend them yet.
UFC 249 Ferguson versus Gaethje is brought to you by the official frozen meal of UFC. Never just eat, devour. I remember the first time we sat down with Jorgen De Castro DC in Australia, I believe it was, and the first thing he said, I'm not as emotional as Cormier, so maybe you got him back tonight a little bit.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, he was like a fan before. Now,
Yeah.
I talked to him this week in the hotel. Look at that, right? Hardy has no answer for those leg kicks.
That
And he's
leg's
much
in real
more
trouble.
comfortable.
That leg's in real trouble.
Beat up.
Oh, lands a good one of his own.
That was a nice kick.
Oh my goodness. Jorgen De Castro's going for it there.
Pretty decent job defensively by Hardy to avoid damage from that flurry.
The difference really is the efficiency of the technique. I mean, Jorgen De Castro's throwing everything perfect. Everything is well schooled. And Hardy, I mean, we got to remember, folks, he's been fighting for 2 years.
Yeah, he hasn't been fighting long. And that's what I'm talking about with the adversity, right? The adversity of the beat up leg. How's he deal with that?
It's shot. If you see him try to throw that right hand, see how he couldn't even turn into the punch?
Does he have the ability to go southpaw like more experienced guys would do when they get their leg beat up?
That left leg is really gone. And Jorgen, I think, realizes that. He's just waiting for his opening. A couple more chops at that leg.
Yeah, he needs to be kicking.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Fuck. I had it
Tripped
on
your
low.
surge protector?
I had it on what?
Did it trip your surge protector?
Yeah, I had it on low for however long. Right? And then I
Oh,
should have
yeah.
just left it on low. I turned it on high for about 15 minutes ago. And then it just was too much for it. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that it was going to... Because on that same outlet is stuff in my room, and then the router is on that same...
Oh.
Just it's everything in my room, you know what I mean? So then adding this and the TV, it just was too much.
Right, you've only got the one outlet in that room, huh?
I got 2 outlets in that room. But it's just that breaker will only take 15 amps. You know what I mean? So this is like 10 or something, 10 or 12. So and then I bet this is 2 or 3, and it just was like 2. You know, it's just like right there. I don't know. But if it tripped the circuit breaker, I don't know why it would trip the I don't know. I guess it's it probably, yeah, it wasn't the circuit. I don't know why I'm thinking it's the circuit. It just tripped the extension thing, right? So I guess, yeah, the heater was just too much for it, period. Oh, did this, why is this saying no signal? Oh, that's because I'm not trying to use the app. Play UFC 249 on ESPN app.
I looked for UFC 249, but it either isn't available or can't be played right now.
Open the ESPN Plus app.
Opening ESPN.
I don't know why it wouldn't just go to the... My bad.
Make sure she's
It seemed like it was like an exciting part of the fight too, wasn't
Stevens
it?
is only
Yeah.
33, and he's
Oh,
already
no.
got 33
Don't
UFC
look.
fights, Joe.
Oh, they're
Let's
just
see how
walking
it goes
out.
for him.
But that's not the next fight, is it? Oh, it is. Yeah. We're not that far behind. Technical difficulties.
back out of the kicking range, and that's why the Castro's catching him.
Oh, this is it right here.
We in the start or were we
No,
in
that's
the...
perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
Throws
right
his
at the start
jab,
of
how
it.
much
Yeah, this
weight
should
he
be
puts
it.
on his front leg. If
Oh.
he can time one of those outside kicks,
Just give me 1 second. But there we go.
the
I think
beat
we
up
missed a
leg.
good kick
How's he
right
dealing
here or
with that?
something.
It's shot.
Oh,
You see him
no,
try
they're
to
just
throw that
talking
right
about it.
hand. See how he couldn't even turn into the punch?
Does he have the ability to go southpaw like more experienced guys would do when they get their leg beat up?
That left leg is really
Hey,
gone.
babe.
And Jorgen, I think, realizes it. He's just waiting for his opening.
Oh, sweet.
A couple more
I'll see you
chops
soon.
with that
I'm
leg.
Yeah, he
across
needs
the
to be
balcony.
kicking though. The Castro's waiting. Especially
Yeah.
when Greg throws his
Watching
jab.
the
He
fight.
really extends himself completely on the jab. That's when you time that outside leg kick.
He was looking for it right there.
Love you.
DoorDash, while the front doors may be closed, many restaurants are still open for delivery.
Watch Greg Hardy when he throws his jab, how much weight he puts on his front leg. If he could time one of those outside kicks, man, it would be very damaging to Hardy.
Well, especially now because as he's throwing it, the leg's not functioning correctly, so it's locking up.
Hardy's first MMA training session was November of 2016, so essentially he's just 3 years in.
That's crazy. And only 2 years in the UFC.
You see Jorgen checking the inside kick, right? Hardy hasn't shown. Hardy keeps trying to back out of the kicking range, and that's why the Castro's catching him with the edge of his foot if he starts to get away from him. And when that leg is that beat up, even if you're only catching the front, it still hurts. Oh, now you checked out.
He's pulling away. He recognizes that that's a huge issue.
Nice head movement by Hardy, and Castro appeared to hurt his foot when Hardy checked that leg kick, so we'll keep an eye on that right wheel of Castro.
He was short. He tried. Nothing hurts worse than when you're short on a leg kick. When you barely miss, but you hit the tip of your foot or your toes. It's the worst feeling in the world.
Right on that knee.
Mango or suitcase? Mango or suitcase?
Hardy's doing a good job of fighting behind that jab. Lands his own outside leg kick.
Powerful leg kick by Hardy.
Great job by Greg Hardy.
Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC. Grab one today at 7-Eleven. Well, Hardy came out super aggressive in round 3 against Alexander Volkov his last time out. We'll see if we get there tonight under 90 seconds, round 2.
Castro's really taking this part of the round off.
Yeah, he's not doing much, and I don't understand why.
Well, I think you might be right, John. He might have hurt his foot. Something's going on. Or he's waiting for that perfect opening.
After the hands. Jorgen, after the hands, come in. Top front.
You hear Jorgen's coaches yelling, you got to throw hands first, and then those kicks will present themselves again.
Top front, Jorgen, top front.
Greg Hardy's doing way more than Jorgen Castro in terms of activity.
Yeah, Castro's not doing anything.
I don't think he's throwing a punch in 2.5 minutes.
He's just moving.
Why is he not punching?
Hardy had some real tough weight cuts early on in his career, almost chose a different path. Seems to have now mastered that as he lands the jab there a moment ago.
And his cardio looks great, John.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
he's moving so well. Late into the second round, doesn't look like he's fatiguing at all.
I'll tell you what, he's got some real power behind his leg kick as well. If Castro just keeps standing there and posing, Hardy could do some damage to that left leg of Castro's.
Hands up, high guard.
Castro biting on every Hardy feint, 2 rounds down.
Weird, huh? Castro's not really
Right
fighting.
here, look at this. Jorgen goes to throw his outside leg kick, and he misses, right? He misses short. His toes hit Greg Hardy's shin, and he has to take that bad step. And that's good for Greg Hardy, right? Greg Hardy seeing that he hurt Jorgen Castro. There's nothing worse than throwing a leg kick, and the guy barely gets out of the way when you have
Alright,
on
pause
your
it.
shoes. It's terrible.
Nah, you're
You
good.
need to follow him in. Feint this. Here. Look at
Feel
me.
you.
Look at me. Feint this. Here. You got it? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll stop it at the beginning of the next one.
Jorgen, start fit. Couple more low kicks, feint it. Jorgen, couple more low kicks. Look at me. Jorgen, couple more. Jorgen, couple more low kicks.
Let's go.
Second throw.
You gotta fight. You gotta fight.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of UFC.
Let's start.
Oh, big right hand by Hardy.
Get in there! Pop it! Shoot!
And the Castro doesn't look fatigued, so that's why I was so surprised at the end of the second round, the activity level.
Yeah, I think he hurt his foot. And there it is. There's a beautiful low kick.
Don't throw wild. Come on, Jorgen.
Kick that shit.
We'll see if he throws that right foot again.
Well, he just threw it there.
Now he's beating him up from the inside, which is smart, right? Because Hardy's just trying to slide out of the way. Nice inside kick by Hardy there.
4 minutes to go.
Where's the mango? Shoot!
Oh, see what I'm saying? That
That was
one
a big
buckled
kick.
him. Greg Hardy has some serious power behind that leg kick. If he was more active with it, I think he could put a hurting on Jorgen De Castro's left leg.
That right leg kick of Greg Hardy is a big weapon for him.
Huge.
Because he's got De Castro biting on his feint.
Yeah.
So because when he feints, De Castro reacts, he can throw that outside leg kick. He's got to feint the hands and then throw his kicks.
Well, clearly the De Castro game plan has been altered. There's that right foot, I should say.
We've had some very questionable decisions tonight.
Yep.
If I was a fighter, I would not be interested in letting this go to the judges.
And I gotta be honest, if you're Jorgen De Castro and this fight doesn't go your way, it's on you because the activity level was so low. You know, he just didn't put out enough effort in this fight.
Yes.
And he does not look fatigued, and he's fighting his type of fight. Greg Hardy isn't trying to wrestle and clinch him. He's trying to stand with him, and he is the more polished striker, you can tell. But right now, Greg Hardy, to his credit, is out hustling him.
Castro slips. First time either man has hit the canvas. We'll see if Hardy allows him back up.
Look at, he's still punching him in the leg.
Don't let him grab your right leg. Don't let him grab your right leg. Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up, Jorgen! Get up!
Hardy staying engaged enough here. Less than 2 minutes now to go.
It's interesting, different referees' approaches, because we were talking earlier that Keith Peterson was saying either engage or let him up in an earlier fight, but now you see, you know, Herb Dean's like, fight. Let's see how this plays out. I like this. I like this.
De Castro's coach is begging him to get up in that Boston accent, DC.
Yeah, why is he not getting up?
You need to work.
Yeah, it's the activity. Here's coaches. It's the activity of De Castro
More activity.
that's costing him right now.
Right now, mix it up. Detroit, let's go. Get in there. Return. You got combos of your own. Return. And finish with the big.
De Castro really idling over these final
Dude.
2 rounds.
I mean, it would be interesting to see the total strikes between
He
these
just
two.
got scared, man.
in
He
this
got
fight.
hurt, got scared. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't
Just
have
needs
that
throws.
stat right here.
The guys in the truck do though. They can put up a little graphic on the bottom.
Can you hook us up, guys?
Yeah, let us see how many strikes De Castro's actually thrown.
No stats tonight, boys.
Nobody has it. Wow.
Circle the other way. Circle the other way. You're ready, baby. Get it out. Light on your feet, Greg. Jorgen, 30 seconds. Let's go. 30 seconds. Troy, come on. Troy.
Hardy's body language certainly a whole lot better than Jorgen de Castro's here in this third and final round.
Well, he's pushing the action.
Greg Hardy won this fight, John.
Yeah.
I mean, he won this fight with his activity.
He's making it happen.
Just going forward, moving, putting stuff out there. You know, Jorgen isn't doing anything. Jorgen's taking pictures. He started early in the fight, very aggressive, and then mid-second round, he shut it down. So maybe he hurt himself bad on the foot, Joe. Like you said, maybe he hurt his foot bad, and he couldn't fight.
But